I currently have a 2.5 axle back on this car. And right now with the Mazda Speed mid-pipe and the catless headers, it sounds pretty raspy to say the least. So in hopes of solving that problem, I got another Mazda Speed 3 axle back. And I'm hoping that with the manual, it's not going to be as drony. Because if you've been following the channel for a long time, I actually had a Mazda Speed muffler or axle back on my white Mazda 3. And when I did the complete swap over of parts to this car, I actually got a 2.5 muffler because I wanted to tone down the drone on the car. So I'm hoping maybe with the catless manifold that it might not be as drony as it was, or maybe just having the manual so we can install the Mazda Speed axle back and see how it sounds. All right, so I got the 2.5 muffler off the car. It's actually pretty interesting to see them side by side. The outlet piping here is not even 2-inch coming out of the muffler for the 2.5. So I think it's like an inch and 7/8 or something. So it's about 40 millimeters. And the inlet is just 2 inches. So just at 50 millimeters. While the Mazda Speed one is 2.5 throughout. So I think that's about 60 mil. Yeah, about 60 millimeters in the muffler and then out of the muffler. I'm kind of curious what would be the difference internally. Probably like the diameter and the piping kind of continues throughout. So I think that should help with flow too. Hopefully can help the exhaust flow better. I went for a test drive with the Mazda Speed axle back, and I'm really happy on how the exhaust is sounding. But to really tie up the back end of the car, I'm just gonna go one step further and add some nice exhaust tip to it. My buddy Nathan is gonna help me out with that.
All right, so JP hit up Amazon, got himself a lovely set of tips here. I'm actually surprised by the quality of this. So we're gonna go ahead, chop off the old muffler tips that kind of look very bizarre in my opinion, and we'll put these lovely ones on. At the same time, it doesn't fall with everything. It does stand out, but it's not terrible.
Because I think that's why initially I wanted some straight cut tips.
Okay, yeah.
Just to have it straight. I feel like from this side, like I'd.
What if we put it flush with this here?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I like that. I think that works better.
That looks really good. If you come from this side as well.
Okay, I kind of have the...
Yeah. Did you see the inside of it too?
Yeah. What do you guys think? This is the stock Mazda Speed. And that's the aftermarket. So they are angled cut. So right now we're figuring out if we're going to install it with the angle, I guess the weights should be with the logo on top, or kind of go with the OEM style, which the angle follows the bumper.
Here, I have an idea. Let's cut off the other side and do both. You couldn't say, oh no. You know what's funny about this actually? So the other day I was detailing. There's nothing here, and that shelf was full, that shelf was full. And so I just pulled this out from my storage in the back and then just started using this as a nice shelf. It worked perfectly, it worked perfectly. You can put the light on it, shoot light. It's fantastic. It's an expensive shelf though. So at this point here, we're trying to line this up, and we see a natural body line here, and we kind of want to follow that and make this line kind of perpendicular to this line here and just kind of follow its natural course. So I didn't realize that JP actually cut off that side of the bumper to match this one, but now the radius aren't really matching, so we're having some fitment issues. So now we're gonna use some cardboard, some nice little CAD, and kind of get our radius to match on both sides. Step one is to cut up the box that the tips came in. Step two, we're gonna lay the cardboard on there, just draw it out with a Sharpie. Okay, so we're gonna go around here. It's also not wide enough. Huh. Look at that. It has like a lopside to it almost. That's interesting. Aim. You just need to go a little higher up. All right.
So we got both tips set up. I'm pretty happy with the way they're sitting. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep the logo on top. So the angle is vertically cut instead of having it like the OEM style. Plus the tips are a little bit angled upwards, so it kind of reduces the angle that the tips have, so it makes it look a little bit more straight cut, and I think it ties up the back end of the car really nicely.
This might seem like a lot of work for just exhaust tips, but it really makes the car, makes the rear end of the car, so making sure they're straight is actually going to be a very key visual point. The rest of the exhaust can be whatever it is, you're never going to see it, but when it comes to muffler tips, it really changes the look of your car. And I see you guys, some of you, your muffler tips, they're off.
All right, so this is what the tips looks like. I think they turned out really good. They're all welded on. So all we got to do is listen how it sounds. So after installing the exhaust tip, we ended up detailing the outside of the car. So I gotta say a big thank you to Nathan from Valuate Detailing for helping me out with the exhaust tip, but also for cleaning the exterior of my car. The car really looked amazing afterwards. So big shout out to Valuate Detailing. Definitely go check them out and reach out to them if you have any questions. So that's pretty much it for the install of the Mazda Speed exhaust on the Mazda 3. So to compare the exhaust notes, this is what it sounded before. And this is what it sounds like now. So I'm really happy on the sound that's coming out of the exhaust, a lot more than before. Now that I'm listening to the exhaust note, it is still a little bit raspy, but it definitely has more of a throaty tone to it and a deeper tone to it. So I'm really happy on the exhaust note for now. Even changing the exhaust tip, it's quite surprising on how much it actually makes a difference. Now, another super common mod to do on your car is to install an intake or a cold air intake. And I've done videos on that topic beforehand, but one thing that most people don't do to their intake system is adding a velocity stack. And you can go check out this episode right here where I installed a K-Tune velocity stack. And I gotta say, having a velocity stack just made the induction noise absolutely crazy. Go check out this episode if you're interested in that. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.